Welcome back, guys, to another TikTok from Standard Time. Today we will be playing around with the Chrono24 app because I wanted to actually show you a couple of the features I was.
You said it has some new scan your watch features.
Yeah. They have quite a few applications or like features that they introduced to the application.
And what I remember, one of the first things they introduced recently was that you can take a picture of a watch and then you can sort of get its value, market value, or something like that.
Yeah. So like today we'll be diving through it because I was procrastinating yesterday and downloaded the app, and I was just like, okay, let's see what they have. Mostly I wanted to check a couple of the prices of the Sin watches and Omegas.
Everything is going down, but kind of stagnant now.
Yeah, actually, if you guys follow the Chrono24 Instagram, they have a couple of the statistics because they track all the numbers.
Yeah.
And whilst you're in Instagram, go follow us at
Standard Time Insta.
And yeah, they have said something that's like basically, since this thing started, people are buying less, but they're not listing less.
Oh, I see.
So, but they're listing at the same rate. So
Okay.
Nothing has changed on that front, but people are buying less.
Yeah, of course. But if people are buying less, why would they list it at the same rate? Because then less watches are getting sold. They'd want to sell more, right?
Yeah. So that means it's just there's more watches on there.
Just on the market.
Yeah, on the market, but prices.
But I'm sure like dealers are really trying to get their money back because they've got a lot of money invested in these pieces.
And it's on stock. It's not fluid, and yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, let's actually then go into the Chrono24 app.
Oh, on another note, did you see recently on NYC Watch Guy's story? He said that there were some FP Journe employees or dealers that had a Patreon membership.
Had a Patreon membership,
for like $8 a month to get recommendations. And
I mean that itself is a job, you know.
It's such a new thing. Do you think it's gonna develop now, and every dealer is gonna have their own Patreon? Like, I joined my Patreon, and I'll give you access to a Submariner in the next 6 months.
So that itself is already a job. Prior to like the internet thing, because you could go into your AD and you would be talking to a professional about watch movements, what your lifestyle is about, and then with that information he would choose a watch to you.
I mean, all ADs are basically that though.
Yeah, exactly.
But you don't pay for it. That's the thing.
You pay like the extra cost of an AD, because you can of course get the watch online, but you go through the AD because of this experience. So I guess then
no, but that's just the retail price. Here you're still paying. So if a watch AD had an online store, it would be the same price as in the AD. So you're not really getting anything extra. Yeah.
You only get that.
Yeah, but I think if you have a huge budget. Then you wouldn't care so much.
You want a good experience.
It's only for them, those people that want those high-end pieces, and a membership wouldn't mean something much. But that's kind of a smart way of doing it. But then that way, I think they could charge a lot higher for their membership. It shouldn't be a Patreon thing. I think it should be an AD exclusive thing, where you're part of their membership.
I mean, and the other thing is FP
like a club,
FP Journe as well.
club.
So.
Yeah.
Like it does especially FP Journe watches, which of course there's a lot of information on the internet about them, but there's such a technical level that you can explain an FP Journe that it's quite nice just to have that service.
It's quite funny. But anyway, back to Chrono24.
Yeah. So this is then the Chrono24 app. As you can see, just of course, as always, just watches. And the top models, the top brand, of course. Watch news, which I mean, it's a nice feature to have.
Have you ever read that?
I've never read it.
Yeah, same. I never, because it opens like to an external link, right?
Yeah. Wait,
it's not within the page. Yeah.
No. It is within the page.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, if it ever wants to load, I guess. Yeah, there it is.
Oh, okay.
That's nice.
Okay, that's not that bad. Maybe I'll try it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So of course, I think you knew this from before. They basically introduced
that
virtual showroom.
On your wrist. That's I mean, it's not
So what-
realistic.
It is and it's not. So basically, the good thing about it is, okay, yeah, I can try watches. Let's say I
Okay,
want to try a Daytona.
Try it on.
The thing is, okay, it's loading. Okay.
Alright.
The thing is, they do want to. So like you start it, and they do want it. They do want you to print. A band.
yeah.
So
to
this
get
you
your
actually have to. You actually have to. Okay.
Say M?
First, size it, but then you have to print the bracelet. So.
Oh yeah, that's so
uh-huh.
pointless. I mean,
So you have to. Have
nobody
a
who's
printer.
considering such a watch would do this. They just go and try it on.
Well, I think it's technological.
It's interesting.
It's interesting, exactly. So it's
kind
nice
of
just to
VR.
okay. Let's we can try it out one of these days, and it's just I guess fun to try it on. But I don't know.
Nobody's
how
gonna go and
feasible
print
it
one of
is.
these. I don't think anyone's gonna print.
It's just paper, and cut it.
Who prints on like that kind of dimensions? You'd print on A4 and then you have to take a scissors and cut it and then
and then cut it and put
get
it
it
on your-
and stick it on your wrist and that all of that. No,
Yeah,
I think
mean,
what it's just
those
like it's
extra
just
steps-
markers, right? The printed stuff would kind of correlate with the program.
Yeah, exactly. So if you see in the middle of it, you see these like the
It's a bit like a QR thing.
the QR stuff, and then that they would like connect to like their bracelet, and that's how you would like
It's kind of like what they use in movies, right? Like for Iron Man, how to
exactly,
track.
like those balls that
Yeah.
track motion movement and stuff. And you see the selection is also not very high.
Yeah.
I guess
But
it's useful for the big pilot because it's quite big, and like if I have a tiny wrist, it makes sense for me to try it on.
I'd really like to know the statistics on who actually has used this.
That would be nice. It would be nice to know, okay, who or like how
Because
much.
that's clearly not like a small investment to do that.
There's a
I
lot
don't
of
know.
research and development gone into it, and like it's a nice feature. It would be, of course, nicer if you didn't have to do the extra steps, but of course.
I mean, it's
technology
not
is
a nice feature until you don't have to print.
It's
Because there's been these mirrors and stuff you can buy that have failed, where you can kind of stand and it displays your dress over you, whatever that you want to wear, your clothes.
no,
And
but I
you
mean,
can
I
kind of
guess
virtually try out these things, but they've not been that successful, and they didn't need anything else. So I think they should be able to.
it's quite a lot of research and development gone into it, and if they want to continue, like that's the next step. Okay, let's try to make it without this research, without this band. But it's also, I can see how that's very difficult, because then you also saw the models. It's not a big
They have
selection.
to have like a good mapping of your wrist.
Yeah, they have to have a good mapping of the wrist, and they also have to get a good mapping of the watch. And I guess that's why there's not a lot of options. There was only like the main brand, so Rolex, IWC,
They could
Tudors.
probably just get some kind of 3D scan.
Yes, but you actually have to have the watch to do the scan. So like I don't see anytime soon them introducing I guess Sins or Squilays,
Yes.
Squile, and like all these
Something not so mainstream.
something not so mainstream that only like very few people would try on and stuff. Yes. So the next thing I wanted to show you is the watch finder, and actually, let me find out where it is, because they introduced a feature where you can find watches via
Serial number?
scanning
What do you
them.
mean?
No, scanning them.
Oh, okay.
So identify watch, yeah. So it's this nice feature is just a picture, and I would then scan a watch,
I don't think it's
and
gonna
take a
work with
picture?
this watch.
and you see it tries.
Oh, it's like a similarity.
It's a similarity check, yeah.
Yeah.
And it tries to find the watch within the database.
Dude, I told you this is what it looked like. Remember?
So, guys,
You'll see in probably an earlier video.
Yeah, for sure, earlier video, I think.
Yeah. So.
And if not, this is a teaser for something that's coming quite soon. Yeah. So this is actually what we're gonna be doing today. We will be playing around with this feature because I found it so nice. Of course, it's not too accurate because I guess the database of.
I have a great idea for this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what we should do?
Mm-hmm.
We should create a rating scale of all homages. You know. We just snap a picture of a watch, and it's gonna compare it to the real watch for sure.
Yeah,
just the way this is done. So anything that looks like a Submariner, and then we can sort of give them a scale. So the closer it is, the worse the rating.
Yeah. No, Okay, so this is actually quite nice. That this watch. Sorry, guys, just having some technical issues. Yeah, so it's quite nice that you can actually be able to scan a watch and like find out what it is. So that's what we'll be doing today.
That's so interesting. So if someone has a watch, you just scan it and be like, okay, let's say it's 80% similarity.
Yeah,
Does
exactly.
it have a percentage?
It doesn't have.
It has a bar.
That's actually the thing I would want them to have.
An actual
percentage similarity.
That'd be hilarious.
So that would be nice for a couple of reasons. And
so if you have a partner, it's 99.7.
Exactly. 99 partners.
It's just a name.
Yeah.
That would be different.
It would be nice just to also have a number
fake,
value.
I think it's gonna think that fakes are real. That's the issue here. I don't think it can differentiate between a fake and a real.
Yes. So we'll have a look. Do you know if I can...
Yeah, I'll get your pieces.
So, as you guys know, I already made a video about my collection, and we'll be using my collection to just see how effective at the moment this watch finder is. So I was playing around with it yesterday, and I did figure out that it's not the same database they use for the watchfinder and for the listing.
Okay.
So they're not using pieces that are being listed. They're using they use their own pieces, or they have a separate database for this kind of stuff.
Okay.
So the current watch I'm wearing, as you guys can see, it is similar to Breitling Super Ocean. Of course, it's not the biggest accuracy out there, but apparently the piece I'm wearing is worth $1,500.
Okay. Well, what if you? Okay, let's look at your Seiko.
Okay. Then let's look at it should have a bit.
So he's got the SNZH53.
SNZH53,
which
yes.
is the 50 fathoms, 55 fathoms, and it's similar to the 50 fathoms by Blancpain. Let's see if they think it is. I wonder if they think it's gonna be that or the actual watch.
Or the actual watch. So,
I think it's gonna be Blancpain. No, it's the actual watch.
It's actually it's the actual watch. So of course the Seren.
Wow, this feature is great. It's fun.
However, my piece is the J1, not the K1. So the difference between the J1 and the K1 is that one is Japanese made, and I would imagine K is Korean made.
Yeah, Korea or Malaysia or China, I think.
Yeah, so that it gives a value. I'm a bit sad.
It's a bit low. I think that estimate's quite low.
But I think it goes to show first pre-owned and also market value. So it goes into what
mint condition. Go to mint condition.
What if okay.
There we go. Okay.
So you can choose whether my watch is in mint condition or in pre-owned, and then that the value says okay. That's very, very nice. And then it also checks out the days, the years. Okay, so it was able to recognize the Seiko. Of course, Seiko is a big brand, so
let's try something smaller.
Let's try out a bit.
Do you want to try a Bulova? Do you think it's gonna know it?
Actually, let's try out.
I don't think that piece is listed on.
I think the piece for sure will be listed on Chrono24. Because I've seen a couple of examples of this already.
Okay.
It's not very it's not rare. It's also not wanted. But yeah, there are a couple of them out there.
Oh no, it messed up.
So as you guys can see, it did not recognize it properly. It thinks it's a Hamilton Intramatic, and apparently it's worth $500.
Mint condition, let's say 700. Come on, 700. Oh no, 580.
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
675. Yeah. And the cool thing is that what if this is not the watch? So it does have a listing. Okay, this watch kind of looks similar to.
Oh, I see.
So a Hamilton Classic. I don't
Rodrigo
know
constant.
where
The
the
Omega
Omega
Speedmaster.
Speedmaster, but it does resemble the Friedrich Constant and like Hamilton's, and like it does have the jet.
I hope it brings you a Calatrava.
Okay,
No
then
Calatrava.
my point is then broken because it thinks it's a Royal Oak chronograph
Or a Day-Day.
or a Hublot. What?
Or a Day-Day.
So as you guys can see, some of them are close because like that Junghans
It's
is sort of similar.
yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you think about, okay, what could be the properties that it's checking, it could see that, okay, it's a rose gold. And technically this Big Bang is also rose gold. So there are like some similarities. But
it's not as fine-tuned.
yeah, it's not as fine-tuned and like, yeah.
Okay, how about
Then
we go to Vostok?
We then go to the Vostok. And for sure, 100% they'll have this watch in listing. Because...
No!
What?
It failed. It can't recognize it. I don't think it will, because these Vostok references are so kind of unique to themselves. Because they have like 1,000 different dial configurations. I don't think...
Do you think? But like, I was able to find this specific Vostok on their website, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, this specific Vostok, I was able to find it on their website.
True. But
I don't know.
Maybe the database is not that extensive.
Yeah, no, So as I was saying, that this is like the proof that their database is not the same as the database they're using for this similarity comparison.
Yeah.
And that's standard. You know, that's not them. That's just how they do stuff. Wow, is it really that it's not checking properly the similarity? Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay. So sometimes it's working and sometimes it's not being able to. And it thinks it's.
So I think the lighting and the angle matters a lot.
Yeah. I guess also just requests. So I would imagine also that like it changes depending on the request I was making. Yeah. So it thinks it's a Seamaster Planet Ocean. What else does it think? It thinks it is. Okay.
A Blancpain.
Kaki Hamilton, Blancpain, Omega, Seamaster.
Yeah.
I honestly
not
cannot
so
see.
similar.
I can't see the where we would think the similarity because the dial is very blue. It's Roman numerals.
Okay. I guess we should move on to the next piece. Cause
we can.
We're running kind of late.
Yeah, my Vostok is apparently worth 5K. Huh, that's very nice. Yeah. So if we move on to the Omega Constellation, this is Omega. They should be able to then find it. Yeah, and as you see. So as I was saying, my watch is this Constellation is a redial and like it does have some differences, but it was actually quite accurate.
I think that's what it must be.
Automatic. So yes and no, because like you guys the logs are a bit different than to the Geneve.
Yeah, it looks like a
so it has, as you guys can see, it does have like some features of some features of others. I'm working,
but it got the basic watch right.
It got the basic watch correct, and like look at that. It's very very good, because none of it pulled up all Omega. It pulled up all vintage.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
that's good.
This is a kind of a tricky piece as well because it's not completely original. I'm working towards making it original, but at the moment it's not.
That's a good market value.
And that's actually a good market value. I don't know this piece will go for that price. I really would hope, but yeah, we'll have to see. Yeah. And
this is going to be interesting, the next one.
And now, the next one I feel is going to be very interesting because I haven't seen any exemplar of this piece out there on the internet. I know it's original because I have the reference number. The papers from the 1960s.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
It didn't get it, so you see the accuracy is not
Cartier.
up there. And it thinks it's a Cartier. Yeah, it thinks it's a Cartier. I mean,
But
I can see the Cartier like.
The dial is.
The dial is very Cartier.
Proportions.
And yeah, you see it's just like, okay, it has Roman numerals. Let's pull up all the Roman numerals, and it thinks it's a Cartier. But yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's very nice. Like the tool, just to play around with it, because of course we don't expect it to be 100% accurate, but it's also just nice to play around with it.
This is gonna be fun.
This is gonna be fun because
I think it's H Moser. It's gonna go for H Moser or Apple Watch. H Moser.
Ooh, could be.
Come on, try.
We can try it again. Wait.
Is there any H Moser there? There has to be an H Moser.
Yeah, no, it's just asking. Okay, is it any of these? And it's not actually.
Okay, let's try a different angle.
But let's actually try a better picture. See what we can find from it.
So it's getting confused.
Yeah, of course we can also. It's also very very confusing watching.
Let me try this for a sec. Let's see if it further away.
No, So I feel it's very nice. Just you guys should download the app. It's fun. It's fun, you know. Just to let's see what the application thinks my watch is, and as you guys can see, sometimes it's very accurate. So with my Seiko, it was able to 100% get that it's Seiko. My other watches, of course, they're a bit they're not too popular. And it's a bit more difficult.
They're
to
not
find
mainstream.
Them. They're not very mainstream. But it was also be able to get this tricky watch, which is the Constellation. So yeah, I guess
it's a fun device. Yeah,
just a fun thing to do. Mm-hmm.
It'd be interesting to try with homages. I think that would be the most fun.
Yeah, no, for sure, it would be fun to have see what the homages say it is.
You know, we should just go to some ADs. And like from the window you can try it probably.
No, for sure it would be nice. And yeah, I guess
that's about it.
The thing I would like them to introduce is having this feature with actual similarity numbers. So like this
percentage or like
percentage.
A graph of
mostly percentages. So like this watch is 82% similar to the one we have in database. And I would also want them to have a feedback feature. So like
so you can help them update their database.
You can help them update because as you guys saw,
that would be useful. Like if it was kind of
because we would be helping through the database, and as it goes along, the database as the database goes bigger, they can have like a proper neural connection.
I think that's the best way to do it.
That can learn, and that way we can actually be able to
perfect it. You know, yeah.
And use it as a proper tool to find watches. And
you, at one point, you could use it also maybe to check if something is original or fake.
Exactly, and if the database gets a proper neural network and gets big enough.
Imagine if you could scan the movement too. That would be another great addition.
For sure.
Chrono24, come on, take up these offers.
So these features, of course, as you guys saw, we still a bit behind on the technology, but. Yeah, it would be a nice thing.
Maybe in 10 years.
Yeah. Okay, guys.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to go to our Instagram at Standard Time Insta and subscribe to us and like the video.
See you guys next time.